September 16th, 2015, and the journey begins. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize right now for these terrible before pictures. Bad phone, bad photographer. Sorry, Dan. But this is all you get out of the husband after, like, I don't know how many tries. So here you go.
Hi guys, I just wanted to give a starting point. If I can get in the mirror here. Just to let you know, see if I can get closer. This would help if I had somebody filming this for me. Anyway, I usually stay about the same 140s, mid 140s. But I've been having a few large weekends, so this morning I weighed in at 148, which is not really what I want. So just want to get a starting point. Not horrible. I mean, I'm 5'6". I'm about to be 39 years old, so I'm doing okay, but I just would like to see a little bit of change. So I thought I'd get a starting point. I should take some before and afters. I'll do it when I can get somebody to take the pictures for me so I can be more accurate. But I'm starting, and it is September 16th. September 16th, 2015. All right, check back. So here's my lovely lunch. I'm really late. I didn't eat breakfast yet because I skipped going to work and went kayaking with my mom. But normally for breakfast I will have like a juice or a smoothie, and I've already had some of this one, so it's almost full. So if you can see that. And then for lunch I'm having lovely salad with actually underneath there is potato salad covered with regular salad. Delicious. Okay, I will give you the measurements on, looks to be about 2 cups there, but I'll give you the recipe and the measurements in the PDF. Okay, so here's my lovely dinner. It's rice pasta with vegan sausage and marinara sauce with avocado cream in there as well. And it's about a cup worth of the whole thing. Maybe a little less. Trying to eat a little lighter because it is 8:51. And that is later than I want to be eating, but that's okay. Also, yes, that is wine there. And earlier I had half a banana and a handful of sunflower seeds and about half a can of olives. Don't ask me why. But anyway, I didn't think that was exciting enough to tape, so but I have to include it. So there it is, in the wine. Good night.
Sadly, this is just the first of many take 2s or take 3s, 4s of wine and beer in the first phase.
Good morning. I'm having my breakfast-ish. I'm not much of a breakfast person. It's 10:39, so it's not really even morning. But I don't really like to eat as soon as I get up. So I had my water this morning, and yeah, that's it. I had my water. I'm having this nice little smoothie. Doesn't look really good. It's got spinach in it, which is why it's green. But it's a pumpkin pie smoothie. Frozen banana, a little bit of pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon. That's really about it. I'll have that until lunch, so very exciting. All right, check back later. Okay, I'm back. It's like 2:16 and I'm ready to eat lunch. 2 things. One, I just now discovered that I could film myself facing the camera so I can see. That's really sad, and I hate to admit that, but yeah, I'm technologically challenged. Second of all, what the heck's wrong with my hair today? It's really terrible. I apologize. Really bad. But just dismiss that. So we're going on to lunch now. And, oh, I guess there are 3 things. So here's my lunch. That is the leftover pasta from last night. Broccoli, onions, cabbage with some like Italian, well, just a little bit of oil and vinegar and salt and pepper. Very simple. Also, as you can see, it's partially gone because, see, kind of what happens is I drink my smoothie and then I get hungry, and so I eat like several bites of my lunch. I also have some blueberries, which I will probably eat at some point, either a snack or right after lunch. So this pasta, I probably had about a cup and a half of pasta, cabbage, broccoli, onion mix. Oh, and there are a couple of green olives in there. Probably about a cup and a half when I started. Now I'm down to about a cup. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat now. Yum. I really want some candy corn and I really want some chocolate, but I'm going to refrain. Okay? Check in with you later. Good evening. It is 8:12 and I'm eating dinner. I really apologize for my hair today. It's really bad. I don't know why it's so bad. Plus I walked and yes, I'm wearing the same sweatshirt from yesterday. Don't judge me. One word for tonight, and that would be leftovers. So I've got a little wrap with the leftover, dig through it, the leftover vegan sausage and the leftover salad and spinach. And I threw some jalapenos on there. I'm also going to enjoy a nice beer. Also, I had a handful of cashews earlier. I did not take a picture of them and I did not document it, but everything counts. And that's usually where I get myself into trouble, is popping handfuls of nuts or dried fruit or M&Ms or whatever it is. So have to account for it, have to put it on there. That's about it. Guess I made it through day 2. Gosh, only day 2. A lot to go. I don't even know what my goal weight is. I will tell you tomorrow what my goal weight is, or my goal look. I don't know. Haven't seen my goal weight for a long time, so probably be somewhere in the 130s, low 130s. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. Well, it's not even really morning anymore. It's 10:04 a.m. I had some things I had to do at work today, so I'm just now filming. I have not eaten yet. I'm not a breakfast person, like I said, and this morning I didn't get it together to even bring a smoothie or juice or anything. I don't recommend that. I don't really recommend anything, or not recommend anything that I'm doing, though. So this is just what I'm doing, and we're going to see if it works. So this morning I have coffee. Bad. A lot of health benefits to coffee, but there are also some reasons I shouldn't be drinking so much coffee. So I don't know. I love it though. So I try to just drink it on the weekends, but it's Friday, so it's basically the weekend, right? I'm going to have this for breakfast. And lunch is not much better, but check in later. Just couldn't get it together today. Okay. Good afternoon, my friends. It is 12:45, and that is a little earlier than I normally eat lunch, but since I did not eat breakfast, I just had the coffee. I'm a little hungry, a little early this day. But man, I got a lot of stuff done. Caffeine, yeah. I got all kinds of stuff done this morning. That's a throwback to my old boss who had to take away my chocolate covered espresso beans one time and rationed them to me because I was so out of control, sweating and just really hyper. So yeah, I had the caffeine buzz this morning. But I did say lunch is going to be not much better, and it's not. I just didn't have time. But you know what? This is the reality of my life. I work 2 jobs. I'm very active in the church choir. I play a lot of golf. I always have a project going at home, a home improvement thing or craft something going on. I'm very busy, and frankly, I'm not going to be perfect about this. I can't be perfect about this, and if I can't do it and not be perfect, then I'm not going to do it. This is not a video or a web series where I'm going to be eating chicken and vegetables every meal, or, you know, my protein shake and no alcohol and no coffee and no sugar ever. It's not like that. I can't do that. I've proven that in the past. So I'm just going to try to do it intuitively, and I really most of the time want to get more vegetables, get more nutrition in, and I try to do that. And I feel like if I can get like 85% of my diet pretty cleaned up, then I feel pretty good about it. Today is one of those not so great. Maybe I'll make up for it with dinner. Maybe I'll have like bunches of veggies and some good protein or something. By the way, I've had a lot of vegetarian things. I'm not necessarily a vegetarian or a vegan. I do limit the meat a lot. I basically just, I don't know, just out of, it's really expensive where I live to get really good grass-fed beef and stuff. I don't want to eat the stuff with the hormones or the chicken with the hormones or anything like that. So I like to know where it comes from. And we do have a local place that gets good meat and everything, but we just don't eat a lot of it. We, being my husband and I, my husband and me. Bad grammar. Anyway, so I'm not promoting one diet or another. I do try to eat organically, especially the fruits like the berries and the apples and the Dirty Dozen. Research that. You can get the list online of the Dirty Dozen that you should try to get organically. It's not always easy where I live though, so you do what you can. Lunch, anyway, without further ado, is a lovely, that's the heel of the bread, by the way, that's why it looks so crazy. My whole grain seed bread with almond butter and an apple. Kind of pathetic, but like I said, maybe I'll make up for it with dinner. This is just where it is today. And yes, that is my dog back there. Isn't she cute? She's so pretty. Her teethers are so pretty. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this lunch. I'm still a little buzzed on the coffee if you can't tell. And I'll check back with you at dinner. Later. P.S. It is my husband and I, not my husband and me. My gosh, my grammar is horrible. That is terrible. My parents would be so disappointed. My husband and I do not eat a lot of meat. The end. Good evening. Hi, Dan. My husband's in the background. Remember when I said I might make up for my horrible day of non-nutritious eating at dinner? Well, that's not gonna happen. We just got back from golfing. It's 7:45 and I had one beer and I'm gonna have one more beer and I'm gonna have some chips and salsa. This is horrible. I should not promote this. This is terrible. Anyway, I've got a whole bowl of chips here. We're gonna share this. So I'm thinking I'm gonna eat about maybe a cup of chips and salsa. No, that's not just the first bowl. That's it. And hey, salsa's vegetables, right? This is very bad. I should probably delete this day. He said I should probably delete this day. But I'm going to be honest, and this is what I've eaten today, and I will try to do better tomorrow. But this is where it is. One beer golfing, chips and salsa. That's my dinner. All right. Talk to you later. Well, I'm back. It's like 20 minutes later, and the chips and salsa did not do it, so I am having leftover salad. And my husband wants you to know that he wins points because he's just going to drink another beer, so he wins, I guess. Say hi, Dan. That's okay. Anyway, I'm going to eat a salad. I couldn't do it. Chips and salsa just didn't cut it. So I'm going to eat a salad, and I really am going to be done after that. I got to get up really early for work, and I will check back in tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. It's actually morning. It's 7:05. And it's way too early for me to be up. But I'm working a function at my second job. Saturday morning. What a bummer. But anyway, so since it's so early, I've got my coffee. And I drank my water with lemon. I drank my water with lemon first because they say to drink as soon as you get up, whoever they are. But apparently they know a lot, and they tell me what I should do. So I drank my water with lemon first just to get a little hydrated before I sucked the liquid out of me with the coffee. So I will check back. I'm working this function until probably 11, so I'm probably, if I grab anything, it's going to be a piece of fruit. But I'll check back later. Good afternoon. I'm already screwed up. It's Saturday and I'm already screwed up. Since I had to be up so early, I ended up waking up at like 3:30 in the morning. It was very early and I couldn't go back to sleep. So then I went and worked, and I had probably another cup of coffee while I was there, and I had a banana, and that's all I've eaten, and it's like almost 1:40 in the afternoon. So now I'm going to have my favorite for the weekend, bacon egg biscuit. Not like the picture of health food there, but I have to have them at least once a week to keep my sanity because I love them and I would eat them 3 times a day if I could. So I'm going to have that, and since I haven't really eaten, I'm hoping I can keep my calories within a reasonable amount today. I usually do take a day on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, to get one of these because I love them. All right. Check back in later. Whoa, good evening. Coming to you from the car. We are headed to my good friend's 40th birthday party celebration at a casino. So this is where it gets a little tricky for me. This is where I've been kind of losing it. When I remember I was talking about those large weekends. Well, I'm going to try to watch it. I probably am not going to be able to film my food because that would be frankly kind of weird with a bunch of people partying at the casino and stuff. We're supposed to have hors d'oeuvres and cocktails in the presidential suite. So I will try to closely document what I put into my mouth. Well, to an extent. That sounds terrible. What I eat and drink. My husband. I'll try to be as dead on as possible and not graze. I am the queen of grazing and things like this, so, and you can just graze yourself into the next pant size, so I'm not going to do that tonight. And the other day I said that I was going to give a goal weight, and I did not, but I've decided that the goal weight is 129.6. I just want to see a 1-2. It won't happen, but if I can get in the low 130s, that'd be great. But 129 point something, just to see that 1-2, it's a total mental thing. That's about it. I'm going to try to really be spot on with what exactly I eat and drink tonight. And I have not eaten since my biscuit this morning. We played golf and I gulped down like 2 big bottles of water because it was a little warm. That's about it. Very exciting. Time to party. Okay, I look like the devil. Gosh, my face is glowing like the devil. Anyway, it's 12:10 and we're heading back from the casino. And since I talked to you, I had 1 regular beer and 1 light beer. I had 3 sausage meatballs. I had 4 little skewers that had like a piece of pepperoni, an olive, a piece of cheese, and a tomato on it. 4 of those. That's all that was on it though. And 3 little pinwheel sandwich things that looked like they had like cream cheese, pickles, maybe some ham. I don't know. 3 little cream cheese pinwheel things. So, see, not the best with grazing. I'm not so good, but I didn't have any of the cake. I didn't have any of the cupcakes. They had cake, they had cupcakes. I didn't have any of that. I didn't get crazy with the drinks. Not the best, but I guess not the worst either. So, we're headed home. It's 12:11, so no more damage done. You have anything to say, Dan? No. Oh, also I lost $80 gambling. Don't gamble, it's bad. Okay, bye. I also had 2 little sliders. Tiny little sliders that had like a thin slice of ham and cheese probably. Very bad. Not what I've been eating at all, because I haven't been eating processed meat or dairy, but I had those as well, so we got to factor those in. This has not been, the last 2 days have not been the greatest, so I probably wouldn't follow that. Let's substitute for that, okay, people? But if you're not, I mean, I might still be around my calorie intake that I should be, but it's not the most nutritious thing that you could eat. So 2 sliders, 4 skewers, 3 pinwheels, 2 or 3 sausage meatballs. Life gets in the way, as my husband said. Yes, life, the diet plan for when life gets in the way. Yes. And doesn't it always? Good night. Morning. I've been up since about 7 o'clock, so I've been up for an hour. What time is it? 8:30? 8:48. I'm just now getting ready around to having my coffee and my water, which I added some cayenne pepper and lemon to. I like it, but you don't have to do that. This is all I will have until after church. I have to get it together. I got to go sing with my ladies group today, so I probably won't eat anything until I get home around noon. I just am not a breakfast person, so if you're a breakfast person, by all means eat. I just can't do it as soon as I wake up, so I'm also not a morning person, so maybe that's part of it. I will check in with you later. And good afternoon. It's 12:08, just got back from church, and I'm finally eating. I'm starving! So the coffee and the water has long worn off. Right now, I'm getting ready to have, this is like one of my easiest go-to. Let me block the camera, that's really good. Okay. Easiest go-to. Rather large bowl I have, but it's got brown rice, some adzuki beans, I think that's how you pronounce it, kale and spinach mix, 2 jalapenos, salsa, and a tiny bit of vegan cheese. Just throw it in the microwave. It's like one of my easiest go-to meals, just to throw something together. And it looks like I have about, alright, what do you say here, Dan? About a cup and a half, probably. About a cup and a half of the mixture. Try to throw in more greens to get more of the greens. I do eat the vegan cheese because I'm not against dairy really, but I gave it up for a while, just tried to go vegan for a while, and I kind of am pretty close to vegan a lot of the times. But one thing I did notice going off dairy is I had constant nasal drainage, like 24/7, 365 days a year. Had it for about 12 years now, and I would always have a tissue and my nose would always be red because I'd always be blowing it. And just after about a month, Dan said to me, he's like, you have not been blowing your nose at all. And I realized that I had not been blowing my nose at all. And I've read that dairy can be very mucus producing. So I kind of just thought, well, maybe that's why. I wasn't going to mess with it. So I think that that's what stopped it, really. And it was so annoying that I don't really want to go back to that. So I am pretty much dairy-free, but not totally a vegan. Okay. Today. Ask me tomorrow. Might be different. Okay. And welcome to this evening's edition of dinner. Very, very thrilling episode here. It is 6:58. I was golfing all day, pretty much from 1 o'clock until now. 1 o'clock till about 45 minutes ago. Got home and I made a dinner. And tonight's dinner is buffalo barbecue cauliflower with avocado slaw. I don't know if you can see that. I'm putting it in a sushi wrap just because I didn't want something heavy. I didn't want a heavy wrap. I did have 2.5 beers at the golf course. I say 2.5 because by the time I get to the end of it, it's warm and it's backwash and I throw about half a beer out. So I had about 2.5 beers. Also, I go back every video to make sure that I have recorded it, and wow, I'm going to have to fire my sound person on the last one. It was really bad. I guess my finger was muffling the speaker or something, and it might be doing it right now. I don't know. Maybe I was holding it with the wrong hand. But anyway, I apologize about that. Another top-notch filming job. Nothing but the best for you all. So this is my dinner. I've got about, I don't know, I'd say 3/4 of a cup on my plate. It looks really giant because it's in the foreground. Anyway, about 3/4 a cup of the recipe here. I found this recipe online. It's delicious. You're supposed to make it with maple syrup. I did not have maple syrup, so I used a little bit of honey, agave, and stevia, all three. And I didn't have as much slaw as you would need. So I just threw in some spinach and arugula. But I pretty much made it. So I'll post the real recipe online for you. And that's my dinner. And let's hope by Wednesday I'm down at least 1 pound. My gosh. It's not even been a week. This is so depressing. Wow. Anyway, sorry for the faulty video. That's a better angle. I should hold it up there more often. Anyway, I'm going to go eat dinner now, and I will check back in Monday morning. Good night, y'all. I'm going to go watch some football. Oh my God, this is hilarious. This is so sad. I'm filming right now. I am the worst. Okay, that's so bad. Remember how I said put it on a sushi roll? Note to self, do not put hot food in the wraps. It disintegrated. I guess I'm going to be using a fork. Don't try to put it in a sushi roll. It's actually supposed to go in a pita. And can you be quiet? This is very serious.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're unloading the groceries, and I already had a bad sound episode.
Be quiet.
Anyway, gosh.
Get a new one.
Don't put it in the sushi wrap. I'm gonna have to use my fork. Okay, I'm still gonna eat it. Whatever, it tastes the same. And this is me about 5 minutes later, digging into the actual pan with the cauliflower florets, the barbecue cauliflower, because this is what I do. You really should just eat what's on your plate and then wash it and be done, but this is what I do. I'm just gonna have like 2 more though, I swear. Right from the pot. Is that bad?
Oh my gosh. Or a hamburger.
Get away. Get away, Dan Powell. That is my husband. He's having a hamburger tonight. I'm not against hamburgers. I was just too hungry to wait on that, so I'll eat a hamburger tomorrow. Okay. I'm really leaving this time. Bye. Well, here we are again. It's Monday. Ugh. But I made it through the weekend fairly unscathed. I think. We'll find out on Wednesday. Anyway, there's really nothing good about Monday, is there? No, there is. The great thing about Monday is that it is like everyone's day. It's the day of hope, the day to reset for the week, and it brings the promise of eating well. You know, everybody starts their diets on Monday. I didn't, but, and this is not a diet, by the way. This is how I normally, anyway, I'm just trying to scale it back a little bit. But there does come the promise of, and the hope of doing better for the week. So, with that, let's start it out with my green juice. Yay! Sneaking in my vegetables for breakfast. It is, let's see, gotta look at my watch. It's 9:15 a.m. and I'm just getting a chance to film here at work. And I'm gonna have my green juice, and that's gonna be my breakfast. Now I do have a snack if I need that, so I'll let you know if I dig into that, and I probably will, because that's what I do. Tip for the day: if you're having trouble not like knowing when you're actually hungry, because a lot of people who have dieted, you've screwed up your hunger signals. You don't even know when you're hungry. Or if you're like me, it doesn't really matter if you're hungry, because you're going to eat when you're bored, when you're stressed, when you're happy. So there are all kinds of emotional reasons we eat when we're not hungry. So the tip of the day is, if you are not sure you're really hungry and you think that you're hungry and maybe you're just really wanting something, let's just try to hold off eating 3 to 4 hours between meals. Because really, if you've eaten something and it's pretty decent nutritionally, you're gonna be okay for at least 3 hours. So that's my tip of the day. All right, I'll talk to you at lunch.
Mid-morning snack, 16 almonds and 6 strawberries.
Welcome to Monday's lunch edition. It's about 1:30, and as I said last night, I'm going to have the leftover hamburger that my husband was so rudely putting in my face as I was filming. I have got, if you can see, I don't know if I can get it down there. Okay, I've got lettuce, onions, like a slice of avocado, pickles, mustard, and ketchup. And people, if you're gonna do ketchup, please do an all-natural ketchup that has like no high fructose corn syrup, and even a lower sugar one if you can find it, because sugar is crack. Take it from somebody who knows firsthand, and I love it, but it's very bad for you. Okay, well, that was weird and almost uncomfortable. My boss was walking in, so I had to cut that short. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, sugar is crack and bad, and I'm gonna eat my hamburger, and that's it. I can't think of anything else. Okay, later. Good evening. 8:30 here, and as you can see, my food is right in front of us. Yes, and as you can tell, sorry, as you can tell by my lovely hair, I've been golfing again. I've been wearing a hat. Gosh, I have no shame. I can't believe I put myself on camera like this. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about the journey. Okay, anyway, tonight's delicious dinner is, look at that big pile of stuff. Veggie pizza. It's like the easiest thing to do, especially like when you get home and it's late and you don't feel like making anything. So I took a little tortilla, a rice tortilla, and sorry, you're always interrupting my filming, and spinach, just a little bit of like pizza sauce, mushrooms, jalapenos, vegan cheese, onions, peppers. That's really about it. Just nice little veggie display there. Easy, pretty nutritious, fairly light. I'm gonna eat this and go to bed. Hey, notice. No, will you please? I'm gonna pause this. I'm pausing this. And I'm back. Had to pause that for a second. Have you noticed I did not have any beer or any coffee today or any wine? It was getting a little too alcoholic-ish. Is that a word? Alcoholic-ish. Well, not really. But I was drinking, a couple drinks a night. And that's not really... I mean, I'm fine if I do that. I'm fine if I don't. But I didn't want you to think that that's what I did. So I don't have any beer today for dinner or wine. And I did not have coffee. Very nutritious today. Yay, me. Have a good evening. And we're back for the Tuesday edition of What Are You Eating? It's pretty late. It's 10:47. I have people coming in and out of the office. I can't film. It's just weird, I don't want people to walk in when I'm like, here's my smoothie for the day, which, by the way, I didn't wait to film because I was hungry. So I've been sipping on it since about 10 o'clock. And it's my green juice or green smoothie, which I try to do in the morning along with my water. It's got kale, half an avocado, half banana, frozen berries, chia seeds, 3 stevia, little flax seed today. That's about it. I'm kind of getting sick of this. I do this, but I got to come up with something else. I'm getting a little bored, and it's not even been a week. And same thing for lunch. I've got my leftover rice and beans still. It's about to hit its cutoff of being good even, I would say. We've been draining that for about a week. So, another tip of the day, though. Speaking of like the green smoothie and the rice and beans with the vegetables, sneak in your vegetables when you can. That's my tip for the day. I'm not huge on loving vegetables, but they're very important. They're like the most important thing you can get. So sneak them in your smoothie. I don't even taste the kale. I don't taste the spinach. I don't taste it. So sneak it in there. Same thing, I throw mine in pasta. I throw it in like with the rice and beans, stuff like that. Just try to sneak it in when you can. That's about all. Like I said, I'm getting a little bored with what I'm eating, so I'm gonna have to switch it up because it's just like, ugh. But tomorrow is weigh-in day, so we'll see. You'll know if my filming is me down in the fetal position crying if I haven't lost any weight. So anyway, I'll check back in with you at lunch. And here I am back at lunch on Tuesday. It's 2:45, so it's late. I'm eating late. I had to go to a function for a local business owner that had a little reception for his business opening. And of course there were hors d'oeuvres there and just little snack food things. And it occurred to me that we have a lot of pressure to social eat, don't we? And it's not really fair because I was there and I had eaten, I'd had my smoothie late and I had a snack, which I'll post later. But, so I wasn't really that hungry, but I had like 4 different people be like, you should really get some food. It's really good. You should really get the sausage roll. It's really good. You should get the, and we have a lot of pressure. It's hard to say no. And I know I'm better at saying no than a lot of people are. But like, for instance, my husband, when he's trying to lose weight and we go somewhere and people offer him, he cannot say no. He feels guilty. And some people make you feel like almost like you're letting them down if you don't eat their food. So what are some of the creative ways you guys say no to food? Because I find it difficult at times. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I forgot and I went ahead and ate. I'm not really even hungry. Or, you have to come up with all these reasons to not eat food when really I just want to say, my pants are tight and I I'm trying to get off about 5 pounds, and if I eat that sausage roll, it's gonna just add up to stuff that I don't need during the day. That's what I want to say, but you can't go into that because that's not socially acceptable. Anyway, I just thought of that, that we have a lot of pressure socially to eat, and what are some creative ways you guys come up with to just gently say no thank you. Here's my lunch. Leftover rice and beans with broccoli florets. Threw in some salsa again because that's like the easiest thing for me to do. I so do not want to eat this right now. I can't even tell you how much I don't want to eat this. I don't know what I want to eat, but this is not it. But you're not always going to like what you eat. I learned that in one of the books that I read, and that's okay. You're not always going to be satisfied, and that's okay. We don't always need to be satisfied. It makes it harder if you're not satisfied, but I'm going to go ahead and eat this. This is about a cup and a half rice, beans, cauliflower, broccoli mix. Nothing really to it. It's pretty healthy, but I just really don't want to eat it. Tonight's the night I have my second job, so I'll probably be filming late. That's another reason I'm kind of eating later in the day, because I won't get home until about 9 and eat, and I don't like eating that late, but that's what happens on Tuesday nights. So I will check in tomorrow or later tonight, actually later tonight with dinner, but then tomorrow is weigh-in day, so I will see you later. I'm gonna go enjoy this lovely meal. Good evening. It's Tuesday night. It's 9:30 p.m. I just got home from my second job. Super tired, so tired in here. So my friend actually, my friend and coworker saved my life though. She got me this nice fruit bowl thing with all kinds of snacks in it because I didn't take anything to eat. I work at the fitness complex, the local gym fitness complex, a couple nights a week. It's no big deal. I teach a class, but if I don't take my food, then I don't eat until I get home at 9:30 at night. And my lady friend saved my life because she's randomly awesome like that, and brought me this basket of fruit. So I had a handful of grapes, and I had an orange, and I had 10 of whatever these pretzel things are. And that saved my life until I got home. And because of that, I'm eating really light because it's so late. I don't want to eat this late. It's really bad. You're not supposed to eat and then go to bed. But so for dinner, I'm having toast with peanut butter. Yeah. Another gourmet meal for the Powell family. But yeah, the fruit saved my life. Weigh-in day tomorrow. Oh my goodness. What's gonna happen? But I'll check in then, and hopefully I'm not really depressed and ready to jump off a bridge. So see you in the AM.